Young black males, take your place. Without women, take your place. Top of the pyramid, take your place. Looking for change, gotta take your place. Without children, take your place. Through the pain, gotta take your place. Black queens, gotta take your place. Even the children, take your place.
And good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing today? Well, I hope you are doing fine and doing well. Today on the Enlightenment Acid Hour.
What? Say that again. What is it called?
Enlightenment Acid Hour.
Love it. That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to enlighten some people within 45 minutes of time on this Acid Entertainment platform.
You sure we got enough? 45 minutes?
I don't know. It might not be 45, but we're going to run this until we can't go no more. But to you all, we are here today to give you a touch of what we have to let you know that you are the asset. Today on Enlightenment Asset Hour. Now, we're coming at you about family wealth. We're coming at you about literacy, which is what literacy we're talking about.
Talking about insurance today.
Already. So we're on insurance literacy, and this is for our people.
Yes, sir.
Fame. And that doesn't mean creed nor color. That's our people. If you know me, if you know Cuz, then you already know you are our people. We're just adding more people to the pot.
There you go.
Already.
Like a gumbo.
Like
everything in there.
You know what I'm
Put
talking about?
everything in there.
Put everything in there except for pork. If you ain't a pork eater, you know what I'm talking about? You can sit at my table. If you are a pork eater, cook and bring it, but just don't eat in front of me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just being special with y'all. You know how we do. But yeah. Today we're gonna come at you about financial literacy with insurance, and our why. We wanna be able to let you all know why we're coming at you. Number one, with insurance, and how important it is to have within the culture.
Sounds good. That sounds good because a lot of people don't realize the importance of insurance. How, to me, that should be the foundation of your portfolio. We're going to get more in depth into insurance. How does it work? It's not the old insurance like back in the days when you die and you get money on
burial insurance.
This is life insurance. Truly the meaning of life insurance.
Life insurance, right.
Insurance you can use while you are living.
Hey, cuz, say that one more time.
I said insurance that you can use while you are living.
And that is the key point. So to those that have parents like I had, or grandparents that didn't really talk much, didn't really teach you much, didn't really say much to you about insurance other than insurance from your job, well, we're here to cut the distance. You know what I'm talking about? We're here to bring you a little bit more closer within our time and within our realm to give you a conversation that our parents weren't able to give us at the time. How about that?
Exactly. I love it.
Word.
And we can't blame the parents for that.
No, we can't.
We can't blame the parents for that.
We can't. And the only reason why I'm going back there and saying that is because I looked up to those, you know what I'm saying, that was elders to me. But at the end of the day, you already know within certain cultures, certain things weren't talked about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, not having knowledge until later in life mostly handicaps a lot of us.
Exactly.
Word. So when we get into insurance and we're talking about it's for life, can you somewhat expand on for life? Like it's for your life, like living or dead, correct?
Correct. That is correct. So let me give an example. First of all, not all insurance companies are alike.
Right.
You see a lot of insurance companies now advertise on social media, online, that quick insurance. I'm not saying they're not bad, but you want to be careful. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Because not all companies are rated the same, and not all companies offer the same benefits. So what you're talking about, the living benefits, you can quote that as quality of life or living benefits. For example, most companies, A-rated companies that is, they have what you call living benefits. So let's say if you were to get terminally ill, critically injured, or chronically ill, you can actually pull from your policy while you're alive to cover costs such as bills, house bills, medical bills, whatever you want to do with it. You're not pigeonholed into what you have to pay. You can use that money for whatever purpose you want to use it for.
Word. And when it comes down to the way that most people are doing their diets now, and most of us are in, well, I ain't gonna say us, like I'm in bad health, but some of us are in bad health.
I am too.
Okay,
get
so
back
we gotta get back to the gym. We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
get back to the outside, outdoors.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? How do we look at that when we're talking about, okay, Jack and Jill went up the hill and somebody broke something, you know what I'm talking about? But Jack and Jill is husband and wife. How would the husband and wife look at an insurance policy to be able to help them, help both of them pretty much in the process of being able to be covered, number one, for death benefits, but also through life benefits? How is that able to like touch that?
Sure, let me give you an example. So let's say use Jack and Jill.
Right.
We use them too. And Jack and Jill understand the benefit of insurance because with any type of investment, it takes time to get that pot pretty big, right?
Right.
So Jack and Jill understands that, but they're like, okay, let me get an insurance policy, let's just say for $1 million.
Right.
They got $1 million, and there's different type of insurance policy, term, permanent, but for the sake of this scenario, let's just say they got a term policy.
Right.
Make it simple for everyone. Okay. So Jack and Jill both got a term policy, $1 million each on themselves. Jack and Jill knows that throughout life, when we get older, like you said, we don't eat correctly. Things happen, so they got out at a young age, which was very affordable for them.
Right.
So Jack and Jill going through life, and let's say, okay, especially we're here in Orlando, and I-4, you know, it's the most dangerous highway in the world.
Shoot.
So they ain't playing over here.
They ain't playing nowhere, it seems like, but in Orlando, you know they ain't playing.
Yep. So let's say Jack get in an accident, right?
Right.
Two-income family. They both relying on their income to make it through, because most Americans, if one spouse loses their job or can't work, what happened to the house?
The house start going down.
What happened to the investments?
You already know they're getting ate up.
What happened to it? No more working. So Jack and Jill, Jack had an accident on I-4. He's now in the hospital, right?
Right.
Can't work, critically injured.
Right.
And now Jill is worrying, wait, oh shoot, that's one income that's not coming in. What do we do to pay bills and everything?
Right.
Then Jill remember, wait, I know my boy Derek helped me out with an insurance policy with living benefits. So Jill talks to Derek and say, hey, this was going on with Jack. Is there anything you can do? They call the doctors and they say, okay, we see that he is eligible for some money due to the living benefits.
Right.
So the doctors will do their research, whatever, the insurance companies do their research, and it comes to determine that Jill or Jack can take out $300,000 due to his injuries that he can take from his policy.
And that will help the household, that will help keep bills up, that will help this part of the whatever that he needs to help with Jill to keep everything going on that he's that he's able to do, correct?
Exactly. So they have $100,000 left on their house, pay that bad boy off, pay the medical bills, and still have money left over. Now, they can choose to take out the full or take out less. It's totally up to them.
Well, we already know. We ain't talking about to go buy no bags. We ain't talking about to go buy no Jordans. This is all about people that know about responsibility and how to make sure they're taking care of home. Correct?
Exactly.
All right, word. Now, we're going to hit on the why. Now, we went into that situation because of simple fact. I wanted everyone to understand this, that insurance is an investment. Insurance is not a bill. If you look at it as a bill, that's where you're wrong.
Exactly.
It's an investment that's going to be able to help your way of life. It's an investment to be able to help your future family that you're going to be coming into and making. And if you don't have kids, hooray to you. That's more money to your pot. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I wanted to get into the why since we had that conversation. Because I know my why, but what's your why, cuz?
Man, my why is just to do better. To do better because, like you said before, our parents wasn't privy to all of this information. Let me give you an example. Prime example. being out there transparent. My dad
Right.
didn't believe in life insurance.
Word.
My mom was like, "You need to get life insurance. We got a family," and he was from the Caribbean, the old way of if I get life insurance,
right,
I'm gonna die.
Right.
So that was his mentality. Nope, not doing life insurance. About 8 years ago, he passed away due to diabetes. With our community is really big. Have that issue with diabetes. He passed away diabetes. No insurance. Like we talked about before, Jack and Jill, two income families. So what my mom had to do, she had to sell the house.
Word.
Sell the house. They was living in Miami at the time, and it was like my mom couldn't function because she didn't have the income living on Social Security.
Right.
Because Social Security is not the end all be all.
That's right.
What people think, but with Social Security coming in, and how can you afford to live in Miami?
Yeah, you can't.
So we brought her in. She's living with us right now. But if my dad would have had that policy,
it would have been.
Could have paid for the house.
Word.
She could have still do her thing.
Word.
But that wasn't the case.
Word.
And a lot of our community think, well, we don't need insurance now. Let get it later on. Later on is not promised.
That's right. And when is the best time to get insurance?
Right now.
Already. Because when you think about it and you let them tell, well, I'm going to get it next month. Or I'm going to get it. You don't know how more healthier or unhealthier you or your children may be at the time for insurance, because I do feel like that most of us don't understand that we're really setting our children up for growth when we have a life insurance policy on them, depending on what type of policy we put on them.
Exactly.
Because what we fail to realize is that our children are already millionaires.
Yep.
And we fail to realize that we don't put a valuable element onto them so they can take their millions and make moves off of.
Exactly.
If people can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be too broad, and then next thing you know, we getting cut as soon as this air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my why.
Yeah.
Let me go into my why, because I understand exactly where you coming from, cuz. And my why is, I'm just tired of people. I'm tired of being so knowledgeable about things that when I talk to people that I know, they seem that hey yo, you blowing hot air. I heard this before. Woo, woo. But I had 3 people that died within 60-day period.
Wow.
And one of them I was speaking to about insurance. She wanted to redo her insurance plan because she didn't know exactly what was in her plan. And the more information that I was giving her, she didn't feel like that the person that sold her the insurance was competent enough.
Gotcha.
So she don't know what's in the insurance policy or anything of that nature. And she just passed a week ago. And at the end of the day, she never got back around to talking or getting any paperwork or looking over a policy. So it is what it is with that. But at least she did have something. But again, the family had to pay for the funeral.
For the funeral.
Yeah.
And you brought up a good point. Once again, my name is Ivan Daphne with Unlocking Dreams Financial.
Unlocking Dreams Financial.
We're giving you the keys to success. That's our motto.
Right. And that's the motto.
That's the motto, giving you the keys to success. But you brought up a good point, cousin, because not all agents know what they're doing.
Yeah, the due diligence of me doing what I do on this IUL Insider with Doug Andrews people. Yes, I've been doing going through certain things with them, and it is more than just writing a policy, bro.
Correct. And that's the key. You need to make sure that if you do have an insurance agent, that person is knowledgeable, because there are some companies out there that will hire just anyone, and within 1 day of being hired, they started writing.
Right, and the policies look like boo-boo.
And they start lapsing. Then things happen. Then he's like, all these insurance agents are no good. No, just like a doctor. There are good doctors. There's bad doctors. Right. There's good insurance agents and there's bad insurance agents. But keep telling about your why.
Well, and off of that right there comes it hits close to home with my children's grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know the house situation, but I do know that from my comprehension and understanding that my children's mother had to finance the funeral, whether they may have burial or may not have burial. Again, it comes down to the point of me conversing, talking about how important it is about insurance, and then within 60 days, 3 people that I love dearly, that really was in my mind, heart, and my soul, family circle, are gone now. And at the end of the day, the process could have went a little bit more smooth, a little bit more easier. You know, who's to say that everyone got sent off the way that they wanted them to? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, now there's going to be certain things that's going to be missing out of the house as far as financial and things of that nature. So when it comes down to how much more is going to be put on the herd, that's kind of like on my mind, because like I said, I'm part of the family, but at the end of the day, I wasn't there to be able to help with the funeral arrangements, nor the conversation about insurance.
But wait. So are you saying that GoFundMe and fish fries are not insurance plans?
No, they are not insurance plans, and I'm very, very, very. I'm getting to the age where I am very touched to even see and hear this, because it makes my people look bad.
It does.
It makes my people look bad. Yo.
We perish for lack of
knowledge. And we're the most religious. The most religious people in the world.
Say that again.
We're the most religious people in the world.
When it comes to certain things, though.
Yeah, when it comes to certain things. But what do we do religiously other than we spend our money? And we're the most. We are over 90% of the population that spends every day. Exactly. And keeps none of our money.
Well, you brought up a good point then, talking about spending. Let's say for our audience out there, how expensive is insurance?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's really not expensive as you think it is.
So wait, more than some J's, right?
Bruh, I mean less than some J's, because you're gonna spend that $300-400 one time for a pair of J's that you're gonna wear a certain amount of times. When you're gonna spend the same amount of money or less for an insurance policy, whether it's term, whether it's a whole life or IUL, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what makes it so bad is that those Jordans ain't an investment.
No.
Now, if your company pays for it, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Since we got some smart people out there that's learned a couple of things or two. But where is your money really going for the attribute of making sure that you're taken care of, your family taken care of, and you got a little pot to play with if you know what you're doing with your investment, because it's not a bill. Exactly.
And it brought up to my mind, because I was helping one client out here last week, that her insurance policy for her $500,000 was less than going out to dinner once a month.
Word.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Her insurance policy was less than going out to dinner. Now, I like to eat. I'm not talking about no $5 Subway sale. But if you're going out to a nice dinner, it was less than that.
Yeah, I looked up a policy. First off, because I'm back to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My daughter and my son has a policy. I have one on my daughter. The mom has one on the son. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm somewhat incomplete there, but at the end of the day, it's like this. I loaded up a policy for me and my son, and I was going to do a term policy. All right. And the term policy would have to pay me back if I didn't die at a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my money back. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I would sit back and I would take the difference and invest in something else for my son. So therefore, he's going to be coming to working age soon. Yeah. That he can start matching his own 401k. You feel what I'm talking about? Yeah. And to come to find out, bro, I could blow $1,000 in a day.
What are you telling?
But at the end of the day, to spend less than $1,000 a month on insurance on me and him, and still have money to take my wife out to eat, take a trip up the road, you know what I mean? That's because I think big. Yeah. So I think big. $1,000 is like $1 to me.
Gotcha.
So for $800 and some change, I could put insurance on both of us. I could die tomorrow and he'll be straight, and my wife will be straight. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, he will have money left over or money in his bank where he's able to take off from there.
Gotcha. You heard what he said. He said $1,000 like $1 to him. So let me borrow $4.
Oh, you already know, baby.
Borrow $4. You heard what he said.
You family, baby. We'll talk after the show.
But you brought up a good point. So let's say I'm new to this, right?
Right.
Because like you said, our people perish because lack of knowledge. They looking online, social media. They see all these different insurance companies. Go online, get a quick quote on.
That's
they
right.
see people knocking on the doors.
Right.
They see different things. In the world of insurance, not all insurance are the same.
No.
Right? You mentioned term.
Right.
And you mentioned IULs, which are permanent policies.
Right.
So just to put it out there, for those who don't know, it's real simple. Two separate entities. One is a term, which you're gonna rent, like renting a car.
Right, that's right.
You gotta give it back.
Right.
If it's for 1 day, 5 days, you gotta return that rented car back. Just like the term, it goes from 1 year all the way up to 30 years or 35, depending on what company you go with. After that, it's done.
Right. And there's different types of terms as well. The thing is that I want people to understand about insurance and as far as our community goes is, and I'm not calling anyone stupid, dumb, or any lazy. I'm not doing that. But it's going to take some fortitude.
Yeah.
It's going to take you to be knowledge driven and based in order for you to make the right decision I want to use the word what's the word? I want to use the word investment. I want to use the word not bank, but I want to use the word vehicle. I want to use the word vehicle because we're good with vehicles. You can either get a Cadillac, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Escalade, or a Chevy. You know what I'm saying? For all the Chevy drivers out there, pass the truck, what they do, baby. We want to make sure we make this easy. The vehicle. So therefore, if you use a Ford, man, you're going to look at the best known coming out Fords. What's the advantages? What's the disadvantages? That is the same type of way we as melanated people need to start looking at things. I mean, and I'm just not talking about melanated people. We have a lot of other young people that are coming up in the world that are not in good perspectives either. You know what I mean? If that's the word to use, perspectives. But at the end of the day, you have to be somewhat informational driven. You do. Am I somewhat correct with that? Because it takes due diligence.
It does.
Because it's not just one of each. It's always a different variant.
It does. And you hit the nail on the head because it takes, you got to wonder for yourself.
Right.
Yes, we understand not everyone is able or can comprehend that.
Right.
And that's why we're here. You can reach out to us. You have any questions, you want to shoot us.
Any information,
any questions you have.
What is your info?
My info, like I said, my website is Unlocking Dreams Financial. We are on all social media platform. So you can find us there, Unlocking Dreams Financial as well. And this is not my first rodeo, so I've been doing it for some time now. My why is just to spread the message.
Yeah, because we want to educate. Educate. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking about, my people that just passed away, and it's nothing that no one is prepared for. But at the end of the day, it's a conversation don't nobody want to have.
I don't understand why, because if I could find one person who know they're not gonna die, come talk to me, and I'll stop selling insurance.
Hey, I feel you on that, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the people that are so selfish and so self-centered. So, who am I gonna leave money back here for? It ain't about the money, number one.
Okay.
Number two, it should be about I want to see my people in a different place when I leave here.
Wait. So you're saying that when someone passes away, they can leave their money to an entity or a different person.
They could leave it to a trust, an entity, a different person. I don't give a daggone if you want to leave it to your first boyfriend or girlfriend that you remember and never stop loving. But at the end of the day, hell, I still kept up with you. I'm gonna send you some bread when I pass away from here because that's my gift to you to keep you moving. You know what I mean?
And you're right. You're right.
Because at the end of the day, we gotta look at it. We all are selfish to a certain extent because that's why I like seeing a baby. A baby comes in the world. They're not selfish. They just know. They just hear it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they get taught everything else.
Exactly.
But the same unselfishness that it takes for a mom and a dad to give the love to the child should be the same unselfishness that they should give to their fellow family.
I hear you.
You see what I'm saying? It's not like that. But at the end of the day, in the world and the mind frame that I have, you know what I mean? That's what lives with me is that if I pass away and I got definitely almost 9 to 12 children, or young people that I call children, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm an elder, and I formulate a trust, or my estate is set up correctly. I'm gonna make sure my beneficiaries get a taste. Because no longer do they have to be in a situation if I leave them something to help them out. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Me personally, money is it might be an issue to leave back, but if that's all you have to leave back, that's cool. But as far as our family goes, we are trying to leave the history and the information. So therefore, as we pass away, and the next generation pass away, and the next generation pass away, those are all pluses. Plus,
exactly.
plus. It's an addition. It's not a negative move as far as what the universe does to what we prepare our family for.
Gotcha.
You see, because we human beings and we got to survive.
Exactly.
We have to function.
Exactly.
We need water, shelter, food, you know what I'm saying, clothing, you know what I mean? You can pat Charlie if you want to, but I mean, all these new people coming up, they ain't gonna be patting Charlie. They're gonna be on those little floaty things. All out of here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can leave it to anybody you want. You want to leave it to one of your bosses that you might have a crush on or something.
I don't know about that, but I do want to talk about because I do have a my insurance policy, which I have several, by the way. For one of my beneficiary, it's one is to my church, and one is to my alma mater. Shout out to Miami Union Academy down in the 305. Because like you said, it's just not the money. It's doing something for the community. So that's why I left a portion for my school, because we look at the other schools, how are they becoming so established, so large? Because they have a donation coming in. Right. And our communities, it's just like, nah, we're going to hold on tightly. So what I'm doing is starting a trend, hey, reaching out to my boys. Okay, so when you pass away, just leave a few money for the school to better itself, to get more instruments for the band, to do this, to do that. That way, growing up, in our school, we didn't have really no jerseys playing basketball. So I see now they have jerseys because people are giving back. And that's what I wanted to do, like I said, the why. To give back, not just for my personal family, being selfish, but to give back to a church, whether it be a charity. That way, everyone is blessed.
So at the end of the day, when it comes down to each and everybody's why I should be the one to do better. I know what ours is, and while things are trending online and new people are coming in, only thing I want to say is be truthful and 100 and upfront to the people that are watching your shows and being attentive to the words that you're saying. Because first thing I'm gonna tell my people right now is you need to go get you a Black's Law Dictionary. You know, you need to go get you. You need to be able to read. So you need to start picking up books and looking at things that are really like detrimental, you know what I'm saying, to your knowledge-based building. Because the only way that anyone could get over you in this industry of insurance is because you don't read.
And you made a good point, because I've been looking at different wealthy people,
right,
or just people who's well to do in life, and every one of them had something in common: reading. Reading.
Like if in your job you have to be knowledge based about what you do. So if it's your job to be someone's husband, or to be someone's wife, or to be someone's mom or dad, it takes for you to be knowledge based, as well as just doing. You see what I'm saying? Because I know back in the day they used to say, well, parenting didn't come with a book.
Yeah. No manual for that.
Yeah, there's no manual for parenting, but yeah, there is. You know what I mean? Whether people want to accept it or not, and I don't care what religion you deal with, that's your book for life.
Yeah, let's look back in the days. They didn't have any books, but there's a way of passing down knowledge vocally.
Good word.
Yeah, so this generation, hey, stay away from this type of food or this plant. When your baby has this, do this. So it's a manual has been passed down from generation to
generation, right?
Yeah. So there is a manual. We just got to take time. Don't look in the book physically, but it's in the mental, like you said.
That's right, like and then you have to pay attention.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've been with certain people that have sold insurance, and I have had a distaste for being a salesperson of insurance, because of the simple fact of what I would like for someone to do for me. I would want to be able to do for that other person, but some people aren't on that because they're just trying to sell a policy.
Gotcha.
And one of my whys is also to change the way that some people look at insurance itself, because we've been kept in the dark so long about just having insurance at work that we forgot about our own personal.
Wait, because you brought up another good point. Why is it okay just to have insurance at your job? Because I'm working. I got insurance at my job. Let's say I got $25,000. Cousin, what I need insurance for? I'm good to go.
Hey, cuz I'm just saying, you might not be there till you 65 years old. How you know they're not going to downsize your job? You might go in one day and you might get sick and tired of your manager, supervisor, and they catch you on the wrong day, and you no longer want that job that day. So now you don't quit your job.
Which is a trend on TikTok now. I've seen a lot of people saying, I quit.
Hey, bro.
I'm quitting my job.
Hey, but you ain't got no insurance other than that job insurance. You're going to keep that job. And that's what I feel like keeps us a lot in the rat race, is that we don't do correctly with our own funds. Because we work for a wage. Yeah. It gets taxed. And then everything comes out of it. And then what makes it so bad is that off of some of these insurances, people aren't looking at the back end. Yep. The quantumness of what insurance is really able to do for them, and puts them in a whole nother light as well. Now we're talking about vehicles. Yep. Vehicles that's going to be able to help you save money. Vehicles that's going to help you be able to give you more purchasing power. Yep. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you can do with all of these types of insurance policies.
Yep, and to speak on the job insurance, most people don't realize I had one of my family members to see that over the years, your actually insurance policy goes down at your job. They don't keep it at the same level. The older you get, the less money is going down. And like you mentioned also, that insurance, about 98% of the workplace insurance is non-transferable, like you said. So if I leave the job, guess what? I'm out of luck. I'm older, which means if I get try for another one, it's going to be more expensive. Right. I may have some type of health disease, which may make me uninsurable. Right. So that's one thing that we want to do. Like we said, we're not trying to sell anyone here. We're just trying to educate our community.
Educate everyone. Because it's not about, I just wanted to say that because I know that most of the young people and the people of my age, that's the first thing, I'm in the 40s now. Yeah. So everything that I'm going after is below me. Yeah. The ones that's above me, I have no problem talking to, but they're already in the mindset, and it hurts my feelings to be able to not to be able to help You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it hurts my feelings because when I go backward, and the reason why I'm using the word feelings is because I'm one of those passionate people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be out doing something that's going to harm someone.
Gotcha.
I would rather be out trying to do something that's going to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
And from where I come from, you have 2 nickels and maybe a penny to scratch together.
Yeah.
That's 11 cents, bro.
Yeah.
If you keep trying to flip 11 cents, you either dead or in jail.
Yeah. And that's one of the issues that I'm having, like you, my why, because outside of lawyers, I hear so many jokes about insurance agents that they just look out for themselves. You mentioned, hey, I'm an insurance agent.
Right.
People start rolling their eyes.
That's right.
What you out to get?
That's right.
And
bloodsuckers.
Yep. And that's not what we're here.
Right.
Because the wealthy knows the power of insurance.
That's right.
They realize, hey, what I can do with insurance.
That's
and later
right.
on in our next segment, we have for you all, we'll go deeper into that.
That's right.
How we can use insurance as a supplement retirement plan.
Word.
How you can have an investment purpose asset of it, and just more in depth of insurance and how can it really work for you.
Right, and that's where we want to be able to. That's where we want to be able to get the peaches and the apples.
Yeah.
Separated. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Because the why for most people is different than our why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some are less educated and need education in order to be prepared to talk to someone of our stature and nature, you know what I'm saying? Also, a lot of people out there don't have the comprehension and understanding. So when it comes down to wanting to do better, wanting to be better, they need someone of our nature or someone within, that's on the same path that we're on to educate their family, their friends, their associates, to be able to say, hey, look, man, I care about you. I care about your family. At the end of the day, when something happens to you, do you have a plan? At the end of the day, man, when it all comes down, what's boiled down to is that if you are not in the community of care, then you're in the community of harm. You see what I'm saying?
It's not for us or against us.
You're against us. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we all part of the human race, and we should want to look out for each other. So therefore, if we can be on the same accord, cool. If I'm on a little bit more than you, cool. That's because you put in a little bit more work than I did.
Yes.
If I'm a whole lot ahead of you, then I have an obligation to reach back.
Yeah, responsibility. And what I want to get out there, man, because I'm just how easy it is to pass on generational wealth.
Well, for real.
How easy. This is a foundation. What vehicle, to my vehicles,
that's right,
do you know, let's say you put in $30 1 month and you pass away and the insurance company's giving back $1 million.
I don't know no one else like that, bro.
$30 and say something, God forbids now, something happens to you, pass away, you're a beneficiary. So you're no longer leaving debt. You're not leaving credit cards to your children. You're not leaving, I gotta get out the house because I have no place to stay.
You live in the future.
You live in the future.
You live in the future.
Now, imagine that times 3 generations. So you work in one generation, passing down, let's say, 1 million. The next generation, they all will get their act together. They understand the power of insurance. Now they're passing on 5 million to their beneficiaries or their children. Then the third generation's acquired 10 million. How easy is that? Y'all look up the Rockefellers and everyone else how they got wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
it's generational wealth, and it's so easy.
It's so easy. And that's why I'm sitting over here so nostalgic right now because of the simple fact. Get off of your rear ends and do what I done. And the reason why I say that, what I done, is that I wanted better.
Yeah.
I wanted to do better.
Yeah.
I wanted to be better. I wanted my children to have better. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem is, though, It's that two words that hurt us every time.
What's that?
Delayed gratification.
That part right there.
We don't want to wait.
And courage.
Encourage.
Yep. You're not doing anything wrong by being self-insured.
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing wrong by being self-insured, yo. Your job is not going to fire you because you don't want their insurance.
Yeah.
That's more on your check. You know what I'm saying? The IRS is not going to come mess with you because your bank side of your policy is more than what you get back every first of the year for taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's tax. Matter of fact, it's tax exempt.
There you go.
It's tax
deferred. We can talk about that. So you're saying, for those who don't understand what he's saying right here,
right,
cousin. So you're saying, if I got a policy for myself, right, and I pass away, and I have $2 million in my death benefit, if I pass it down, is it
okay?
Is it taxed?
It's not taxed depending on which vehicle you get, and also how is it set up to be transferred.
There you go. It is tax free. It's not tax free, but you may get hit with an estate tax.
That's right.
We're not CPAs. We're not lawyers.
Yeah, we are not.
Consult your lawyer.
Consult your lawyer, CPA. We ain't trying to give you no type of information to make you go make moves or anything where we're gonna be responsible for you just getting up doing it. That's not what we're here for.
But the key is that it is tax. It's not tax.
It's not tax. It's tax deferred. And it also depends on which vehicle and what state you in because of inheritance tax and everything else. And that's where certain movies that I've watched, you know what I'm saying, that put me in the process of All the Money in the World. Yeah. And that's one of them. What my man said, if everyone knew the tax code, then no one will walk around saying that they're broke. Hey, yo, when I heard that, bro, I started jumping in the tax code. I start paying more attention to more people that I listen to, and when I listen to Doug Andrews.
Yeah, educating yourself.
Yeah, educating. You know what I'm saying? Get my due diligence in. Yeah. This is what opened up my mind frame and became me such of a stigma or whatever you want to call it in my community that people was like, yo, nigga, people don't like smart niggas, but that's the type of people that I know. But I want to be around people that like smart people. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not around, if I'm the smartest person in the room and everybody else looking at me like I'm crazy, I don't need to be there.
Exactly. What they say, look at your 3 or 5 closest friends. Yeah. And that's how high you gonna go.
And right now, but it seems like you, one more other person, and everything else is online.
There you go.
And that's about closest friends I got. You know what I'm talking about? Because it takes you sometimes to be in an island by yourself, so you can understand your why. Yeah. Because it's just like my man on The Matrix. I love him to death, man. When they went to go see what he said, what is your why? You just come here just because somebody told you to come.
He just threw out a plug for the new Matrix. Was it Revolution coming out on Christmas?
Yeah. I'm going to go see that. Make sure everybody go see that Matrix, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But it's different things and structures of because me dealing with entertainment. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've been looking back at more of how did what do you call the people you look up to?
Mentors.
Yeah, how did my mentor get to where he was at? Yeah. Come to find out, you know what I'm saying? Sean Diddy Combs, man, Brother Love, man, I can't get enough of this dude, no homo, but he's going over into the financial services.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's money in there.
Yes, his financial services is about to be one of the biggest industries coming up. But back to what we were saying. Your wife or why you want to get insurance, your wife needs to be, okay, my wife for getting insurance is because of this. But now I need to go learn this, or now I need to go talk to someone to understand this. Exactly. Because once you start understanding that, you start understanding banking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my why was wanting to understand how to become the bank.
Exactly.
So I went back and dug deeper into Diddy, and his first concepts was through Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, well, we already know Andre Harrell, you know what I'm saying? So we got to start the understanding, where I got the understanding how insurance played in this man's life.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if you know anything about the industry, it's certain vehicles that they're using, you know what I'm saying, in order for them to solidify industry deals.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And we talk about that later on.
Yeah, we will talk about it. So but this is my why.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? This is my why. This is why I went back to college. I mean, this is why I went to college. You know what I'm saying? And in school and stuff, because the stuff that we thought that we was learning,
they don't teach you.
They don't teach us.
No, they just teach you just the basics just to get by.
To get you in someone else's 401k insurance plan, business, you know what I'm saying? When half of all of us can be business owners.
Exactly.
And can have a good start with insurance.
Yeah.
To be the foundation.
Yep.
Because once our children come out of school, we can't do what Donald Trump and them did.
Yeah.
Went to his parent, went to his dad. His dad gave him I think it was $1 million loan.
Yeah,
he had to pay it back.
But you know what? With the vehicle insurance, we can do that though.
Thank you. That's what I want somebody to get from what I'm saying.
We can do that though.
Because you ain't just got $1 million sitting around.
Nope.
And the only people that know about insurance ain't the natives on the land, my brother.
Nope.
It ain't the natives on the land, my brother.
Nope. Do your diligence. Do your
research. Do your due diligence, because at the end of the day, that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. This is our why.
Exactly. And I got a boy. His why, and it may sound strange, his why is to reach the strippers.
That's what's up. Everybody needs insurance.
How much money do they come across?
Every night. I'm not even trying to count. And don't make me go backward. I'm trying to go forward, man. I'm trying to go forward. But it's a lot. It's a lot that can be made within an hour or two.
Exactly. So where's that money going to? Because guess what? They have no 401k plan, not no strip joint. There's no retirement plan being a stripper.
Yeah.
And you on your stripperness, if I can say that. And adult entertainment. Adult entertainment, not trying to demean anyone.
I got you.
It only lasts for so long, though.
Yeah, longevity is somewhat kind of short, depending on how gravity works with your body.
There you go. So you want to spend money on all of that. But the point is, if you're in that industry, there's no one helping them out.
No, that's right.
There's no one telling them, okay, put your money here. So when you get older, want to retire, you have this here, you have this. So that's what he's going after. That's who he's going after.
And you want to know something? Thumbs up to him, because that is a
he found a niche.
That is an industry. That's a niche.
Yeah.
That's a niche.
That's a niche.
And once you find your demographic, you know what I'm saying, and your niche, then that's what you go to. That's what you stick to.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, everyone, even down to a ditch digger, need to know about insurance.
Education.
That's
all we here for.
Yeah, education. Educate and give them and get them what they need to make better decisions in the industry and in a world that half of us is new to.
Very new.
Very new. Because if we would have been taught this in college, I would probably be...
Man, who you telling?
Boy,
who you telling?
Forget that.
Things would be different.
Things would be real different, because that fade out that you run out there every day ain't real, and it ain't worth $1. But that insurance is definitely worth the input to get the output in which you were going to be getting, you know what I'm saying, in the long haul. Yeah.
I don't know what you say, but y'all can be flashing the money, but I want to be paper rich.
Hey, you know what?
Give me, because
assets
over life.
Yep, assets over liability.
That's
paper poor, asset rich.
There you
go. You
go.
know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We know it take money to make money.
Exactly.
But that's not money.
Exactly.
So if we use an asset or a tool that can grow an asset, that means that your liabilities are next to nothing.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And then once you find out what your liabilities are, you can start cutting them too, because at the end of the day, because of the way everything is going paperless now,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be just like you used to be on the jump. Let me pick up the phone, call my banker,
Mm-hmm.
tell them what I need,
Yep.
and it's there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because that's where we have to be able to get our mindsets on, because a lot of people make money, don't know what to do with money, and want to keep cash.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, keep
I,
as less cash as you can, and
mm-hmm.
put the cash where it's able to flip every single day, minute on top of minute. You know what I mean?
Let that interest work for you. Compounding interest, which we will talk about that as well.
Word.
How compounding interest works for you in your life insurance policy. There's so many things you can do with insurance. It's ridiculous. And we're not saying that's your only tool in your portfolio.
But it is one of the tools that you would want to have, because that is the real foundation to life.
It protects you the very same day.
The very same day.
And if you don't need it within the next 10, 15 years, guess what? You have something that's compounding
interest.
So that's something else we have going on.
And at that, we want to just make sure that from this, you take that we are wanting you to grow. We wanting you to prosper. And at the same time and token, as we help you, you help us.
Wait, I think the family get, what's your name? You didn't mention your name.
Oh, yeah, I already told you. It's the A.I.C.I.D representative, man.
And where can they find you?
Oh, they can always find me at A.I.C.I.D records22@gmail.com. And I put it there because it's privately owned, and you can holler at me there because it's all I know. You know what I'm talking about? If you want to find anything else as far as DERICKSMITH1176@gmail, you can do that too, and he will get back in touch with you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, anything dealing with what we doing over here, A.I.C.I.D RECORDS 22.
All right, say that one more time. Slow it down for our family.
A.I.C.I.D RECORDS.
All right, you heard it.
I'm talking about 22@gmail.
There you go. You heard it.
That's where we at. That's where we find everything. It's A.I.C.I.D, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I am the A.I.C.I.D representative. And we hope to catch you again at the same place, same time, learning and knowing more. That's our why.
There we go.
Peace.